Chapter 9, Part 3, it goes on with geographic, demographic, or if you combine those, maybe it's gemographic. I tried so hard when my daughter was born to name my daughter Gemma, because I thought, oh, wouldn't that be cool? Gemma is a pretty name, right? My last name's Aiken. Wouldn't that be funny? It'd be funny for just a little bit. That's what my wife says. Gemma Aiken. My name's Jamaican. Gemma Aiken. It would sort of work. Hi, I'm Gemma Aiken. Yeah. Gemographic. Behavioral segmentation, people that use things and do things and behave differently, and we might definitely look at maps, especially if we're a big enough company. And I feel like I already said this. I didn't say this, and it seems like it could be. We used to talk about Standardized Industrial Classification System, SIC. Now, since NAFTA, we talk about the North American Industry Classification System and codes. And so the idea is, as you move a 2-digit number to a 3-digit number, I might as well underline that, to a 4-digit number, maybe to a 5- and 6-digit number, you get more and more definition, right? The government is tracking these imports and exports. The government is trying to calculate how much is sold and where things are going, and we could look at the sector that you're doing business in. Okay, we're doing the shoe business. Under that is women's shoes, maybe. Under that is dress shoes compared to work shoes or athletic shoes. So as we add additional numbers to the NAICS, we classify products differently. It's a way of tracking things and breaking things down. We definitely look at geography, not just region of the country, but sometimes this idea of density, right? I can reach more people in a smaller area. My money might be better spent in this area. Cool. And so here's an example of a product market grid. We look at the markets, we look at the products, we look at hopefully the products appeal to these markets and reach these market groups. And so sometimes your book says look at a product or make a product market grid. If you're entering a new business, it might not make sense for you. If you're managing multiple products, it's probably good. If you're managing multiple product lines, it might get really messy unless you're going to produce multiple product market grids. Here's an example where Wendy's is not only looking at gender and maybe needs of price or needs of convenience, but also if you are a university student or not. They care about this because the Wendy's is right around the corner from the school, possibly. Here's a product grid for somebody that makes pillows, and they're realizing that pillows, if the 73% of the market sleeps on their side, you want firm pillows for side sleepers and really soft, thin pillows for stomach sleepers. But you're not supposed to sleep on your stomach. Well, only 5% of people do it. If that group is being ignored, you might benefit from that knowledge. Okay? You're selecting a target market. You want a certain size. You want a certain level of profitability. You want to be able to reach them. You want them to be differentiated from other groups, right? You might think about the cost to reach these people. Can you even legally reach these people? They're underage. I don't know. They're internationally, across borders, can I reach them except through the internet? You might think about all sorts of things when you're creating and marketing your business and picking a target market. Are they compatible with the organization objectives and with the organization's resources? Do we have the ability to meet their needs? For Wendy's, they had this idea that there are commuters, especially in the college campus. Maybe picture Cal State LA or San Jose State or something. There's a whole bunch of commuters, a whole bunch of night classes, a whole bunch of people that work all day, go to school at night. We might be able to get people after night class if we could just stay open later. So we create advertisements and say, hey, look, we're open till midnight. And we have an after 9 p.m. menu. Everything's, I don't know, half price or something. Or maybe just a 10% discount. So over here it says at night, the dinner and after dinner market, after 9 p.m. And how do we promote? We do something as simple as just putting flyers on people's windows. Flyers and coupons that basically say if you're a nighttime and you're a commuter, you'd benefit and you should stop by Wendy's on your way home. I'm not doing it tonight. I take it off my windshield, but I might do it sometime this week and I put it in my glove compartment dashboard somewhere. It might be pretty effective. Let's remember this. Frito-Lay said there are 6 segments. Frito-Lay says nutritional snackers, Weight Watchers, guilty snackers, party snackers, indiscriminate and economical. We recognize there are 6. We're Frito-Lay. What do we do with this information? Apply it through the creation of 6 different lines? We're Frito-Lay. We're big enough we might be able to do that. But we don't want Frito-Lay on our cheap brands that we're pushing towards economical snackers. We'll create a sub-brand, maybe. Or the economical snackers, their market is dominated by this other brand. Let's not compete in that area. Let's stick to this. The fastest growing over the last 10 years group is the nutritional snackers. For the next 2 or 3 years, let's create a new product. Let's create this new nutritional snack, and let's position ourselves that way. Can we do that? What's the golden rule of marketing? Oh. You need another break? We have 10 more minutes. You don't need a break. What is the golden rule of marketing? We can do whatever we want. Frito-Lay can do whatever they want. They can go after all 6. They can go after 1. If they go after 1, what happens? They put all their eggs in one basket, yeah, and then that market gets dominated by Unilever or ConAgra or Lay's is Frito-Lay, right? Nabisco. That might be trouble. They're probably going to go after 2 or 3 or 4. Can you do that? What do you say, Paul? Can you do that? Yep. Yeah. Do whatever you want. So here are the 3 methods of targeting. This is not in your book. Stop me if you're thinking I don't get this. If you're thinking I'm going too fast. This is not in your book. It pays to come to class. If it's not in your book, what's the probability that it'll be on the test? 100%. Okay? We said segmenting. Skiers, snackers, cars, shoes, anything. We're going to put people in groups, multiple segments. Here it says there are 6 groups. In this example, I might have 5 groups, a big group, a medium big group, and some smaller groups. Cool? Pretty cool. Now, I recognize there are 5 groups, but if I'm big enough, or possibly if I'm small enough and I just can't do anything else, I have an undifferentiated targeting strategy. I just treat everybody the same. All the squares are green. I just treat everybody the same. I go after all the groups, and I go after them in the same way. Okay? What's cool about that is I don't have multiple ad messages. I probably don't have multiple product lines. I just go after them all the same way. I think I mentioned running groups and cannibalization in Nike. Is there still such a shoe company as LA Gear? There used to be a shoe company, LA Gear. What shoes can you buy at Walmart? Oh, I know what I can buy shoes at Target. Champion brand shoes. Champion makes good sweats and things like that, good t-shirts. Champion shoes. Okay? If I am Champion shoes, I'm kind of on the low end. But you know what? We're still making shoes. We're okay. And we treat everybody the same. Up here, we have ultra marathoners. People that get up extra early, run 25 miles, arrive at the finish line or arrive at the starting line, and then run the Boston Marathon or the New York Marathon. Yeah, there are people that run 50-mile and even 100-mile races. Apparently women kick ass at this sport. Ultra marathons. Here it's serious runners and marathoners together. Here it's high school and college runners. Here it's Casual runners, the group of casual runners must be huge. And then here it's non-runners, but they still wear running shoes. The doctors, nurses, mall walkers, maybe they deserve their own separate triangle, but you're with me? Each rectangle. But if I'm just champion, I just treat everybody the same. I just put my shoes out there, hopefully they buy it. Which is cool and easy. Under advantages, it should just say cool and easy. Okay? But the problem is, I'm not going to last that long, you know. Somebody else, Nike could easily just come in and and do better, right? I don't have much differentiation. I lack sort of imagination, but I reach a massive number of people. I have advantages and disadvantages, undifferentiated targeting. I treat everybody the same. The opposite would be, I recognize there are 6 groups and I go after, instead of going after 5 or 6, I just go after 1. I just concentrate. I go after 1 and I do it really well. Get that group, I'm going to understand that group, I'm going to go after that group. That is my group. I own that group. I specialize in that group. I have a concentrated targeting strategy. I understand them. I concentrate. They are my small firms can compete. I'm basically saying I am organic soda pop, if there is such a thing. I am the perfect shoe for people, the perfect running shoe for people who don't run. I don't know what that shoe is, but there you go. And I don't make shoes for high school and college serious runners, and I don't make shoes for marathon runners, and I certainly don't make shoes for ultra marathon runners. The problem is, though, I have all my eggs in one basket, so to speak. I have all my resources in one group. If that group just goes away, because what I have is a fashion or a fad product, possibly, because I mess something up and I hurt people's ankles and I have the segment change and tastes change and the segment goes away. Competition comes in and does a better job, and we're talking about Adidas or Nike, and I just can't make it. Okay? It's sort of that all your eggs in one basket is really good because you're really concentrated, or all your eggs are in one basket. If something happens, you're in big trouble. What if we could diversify that production and that marketing, diversify that risk across multiple groups? That's what Frito-Lay probably does when they say there are nutritional snackers and economical snackers and indiscriminate snackers. And these 6 groups, although this example has 5, we're kind of saying, we're big enough, we're Frito-Lay. We're going after 3. We say there are 5, and we're going after the purple and the 2 purple and the 1 blue. We're going after these 3. Can you do that? Heck yeah, we're Frito-Lay, man. I don't know if they say man, but you know. The CEO says, she says, we're Frito-Lay. We're totally going, we recognize there are these 5 or 6 groups, and we're going after 3. The economical snackers, Nabisco can keep them. Nabisco can have them. We're going after these 3. Cool, we've diversified our risk, but we still have massive sort of economies of scale. Like we can produce a lot. If we are Nike, when they buy shoelaces, they're buying this group, and this group, and probably even this group because they're Nike. They're not buying shoelaces specifically, and they're not even producing a shoe for ultra marathoners. Because no ultra marathoner is going to wear Nike. Maybe. Every college serious runner that I know is wearing Asics right now. They say Asics last the longest and feel the best when you're running a lot. That's true, huh, Alex? Yeah. Asics. Okay, so when they buy massive quantities of soles of shoes, massive quantities of laces for shoes, they are getting economies of scale. If you had all your if you were concentrated in one group, you're maybe not buying in massive quantities and you're not manufacturing in massive quantities. There you go. The problem is, while undifferentiated was cool and easy, this is difficult and costly. Right? It's difficult and costly because I'm managing multiple styles. I'm managing multiple marketing mixes and marketing messages, and I got to have these for the serious runners, and these for the casual runners, and these for the non-runners, and I got to have shoes for all of them, and I got to have marketing messages for all of them, and I got to reach all of them. Right? I have to advertise in Runner's World, and I have to advertise in Time Magazine or AARP magazine, whatever mall walkers read. Right? And I got to have a slightly different message for each of these groups. Under disadvantages, it could say big pain in the ass. It could say big pain in the ass. It should say big pain in the ass. This is marketing. Yeah, cannibalization. We talked about how that might happen for Nike, right? Nike puts out its cheaper running shoes. A whole bunch of those serious runners that aren't super serious might step down and buy a cheaper shoe. You might cannibalize your own products. The 3 types of targeting are treating everyone the same, undifferentiated. Going after one group, concentrated. Going after 2 or 3 or more groups, multi-segment targeting. Cool. Learn it, know it, live it. Come back for a half hour to 45 minutes and we're good. Take a break right now, please. 5-minute break.